That block is right over your face. That's a
Oh,
new
they still
thing they
see.
do
Oh,
now.
oh,
Yeah, it's a new thing they be doing now. Look like we the same height, don't it?
mm-mm.
It do.
No, I don't. That's because you live. Matter of fact, that's the only reason because I ain't even stand like how I'm supposed to sit up. I'm bent in, so that's probably why I look like we the same height. Now, if we know naturally in our posture how
I'm
we supposed to
taller than
sit,
you, so that's why it's gonna look like. That's why it's gonna look like we the same height because I'm taller than you.
yeah, okay,
I'm is.
yeah, okay.
I am. I'm what? You five? You five? You 5'9". I'm 5'11". Like, what you think? Like, you're gonna look shorter than me. I like short dudes.
Yeah, all right.
We trying to wait a few minutes because we came on early just so nothing would mess up our live. We got some topics, y'all. We got some topics. Hello,
Hey,
Wendy. Hello, how are you, beautiful?
hey,
Hello, DG. How are you? How are you? Oh gosh, you guys are coming in. Remember, boom, 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 boom. This channel, I see him. I see him coming in. I see it's 4 people so far. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you thumbs up. Ladies, gentlemen, thumbs up, thumbs up.
you know what? Before you get started, I was just looking at something on my phone, and it was saying like YouTube had cut some people off, like on the West Coast or something. They can't even get on or something like that. I was just looking at that. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like
Yeah,
they can't get on.
it's
Like I just seen it on my phone. Like
not
before
only
the.
people can't get on, like I'm going live on my other channel and I
Mm-hmm,
can't even see that there's anybody in there. And people were starting to talk and I'm like, it's saying 0, 0.
mm-hmm,
How is it that people are in here, but it's not showing me that people are in here?
mm-hmm.
And I got off earlier and they were like, hey, where did you go? I was on the live and you just left. And I'm like, I didn't see. It says 0, 0. No thumbs up and no Yay! TP is the moderator. Hey,
Oh, she
girl.
found out how to do it.
No, she sent me a text,
Oh,
a screenshot, and I was like, TP, we got to figure out how to make you a moderator. I didn't mean to say no. I jumped too fast. Yes, she did.
oh,
She
okay.
told me that she emailed me a screenshot of how to do it, and we walked through it. And I got her in there. I
Mm-hmm.
got 3 people that are my moderators. So yeah, I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited, y'all. We got some good stuff to talk about tonight. Okay, we got some good stuff to talk about. Let's see. So we got TP, Keisha, DG, Wendy is in here so far. Make sure you guys thumbs up. Remember, I don't really start. Yes, it did work. You see the tools? That means you can get them out of here. Get them out of here. We don't need no negativity over here. And we don't need no trolls trying to come in here messing up our energy. We don't do that over here. So yeah, we're going to wait a few minutes. How was you guys' night? What did you guys cook? I had meatloaf. TP. Don't judge me. Judge yourself. You know why I'm saying that. We had meatloaf. Naya walked in the room, was like, Mom, the meatloaf. She said, I was like, girl, TP, that's what I get for Russian. She know. She know.
Oh,
So we had meatloaf, corn, not jasmine rice, basmati rice, and I made some gravy. So that's what we made tonight. What did you cook? Did you cook? Did you eat out? Did you go out to eat or anything, or call for food in, or whatever the case may be? Yes, so I'm ready to talk about these topics. We got some topics. Oh, I can put that back here. I really don't. I can just watch this way. I really don't need to, cause I see the thing is it's delayed, so that kind of gives me information on why a person might be taking a few minutes to respond back, because you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm trying to show my husband some stuff, y'all. I made chili over rice. Oh, we ain't had chili in a minute. Yeah,
yeah, that'd
it's
be
been
the.
a minute.
Yeah,
It's
that'd
been
be
a minute.
that's a couple of day meals.
Judge Free Zone over here. I had chicken and string beans. Okay. Ooh, fried chicken, baked chicken. What kind of chicken did you have? Yeah.
Oh, you talking about this?
Yeah, that's what they see when they come in. So
Oh, so
now
we be
watch
forward.
it. Watch what happens.
We be forward, and then what?
Watch what happens. It's a little faster than normal, but it
Yeah.
usually be
Okay.
so that way I can see where we are. Faster than normal, but it usually be yeah. It's like behind. So let me. I usually mute this, but then I can still see where I'm at from here. And I usually like to wait till like 8:05. Fried chicken, girl. You can't go wrong with no fried chicken, okay? I've been. What was that? I said chili, right? I did say. I said,
Well,
babe, we didn't have chili in a
you
minute.
can't go wrong with fried chicken, but if you don't like fried chicken, you can
Listen.
go wrong with it.
Oh, the kids had chicken Alfredo, broccoli, and garlic bread.
Oh, we
Yes.
just had that.
We
What's
had,
that? A couple days ago?
wasn't it? Was it a couple days ago?
No, it was
No,
last
that was
week.
before we went on our getaway.
Okay.
I made chicken and mushroom Alfredo and garlic bread. But we had spaghetti, a quick spaghetti, which I did a video on how to make spaghetti, basic spaghetti, with like the turkey sausage and stuff. Um, I did a video on that. So we had spaghetti the other day, which was so bomb. So bomb. Yes, Keisha, that chicken Alfredo be the bomb. You can't go wrong with that. And it tastes so much better the next day, okay? The next day, it tastes so much better. Yeah. I decided to pick two. Hey, April, what did you have for dinner? What did you cook tonight, girl? What did you cook? Or did you go out? What did you do? Um, I got two relationship issue situations, and we're gonna talk about one, and then we're gonna talk about the other one. I decided I was gonna do two. I didn't know if I was gonna stick on one, but I think we got time to talk about both. Chicken, you have some chicken? Yes. Hey Jesus. You know what? Oh, you know. Oh, I just thought about. Yeah. TP, the kid said it was good. I didn't eat any. Okay, girl, I'm gonna be with you in a minute because I gotta get all of my life together. I need to be sexy so I can do some things for some change. I'm looking at him. He not even paying attention.
Oh,
I
wow.
said so I could do some things for some change, and I was like,
Oh,
and he like,
I'm slow. Because I don't usually be doing this, so I
this
kind
is
of be
really,
excited
yeah,
too.
he,
You know, this like my
like your
second
mom,
live.
your
Like I be
mom.
excited. I ain't even paying her no attention. I hear her, but I'm not even paying no attention.
Girl, Keisha, you doing a regular diet or you doing keto? Yeah, what are you doing, Keisha? See, it's a little delayed. It's a little delayed. Y'all, don't be hating. Remember I told you I was getting on waves? I'm telling y'all, they is in there like swim. Y'all see? Do y'all see them? Do y'all see them? Do y'all see? They, shoot, don't play. They coming. Y'all remember they was a little rebels? Pumping ain't easy. What is you talking? What is you talking about? Pimping ain't easy. We see your waves, girl. I told y'all I was gonna do it, and I got them waves, girl. They still. I gotta try to learn the connections and all that good stuff. But they there. Intermittent fast. I only eat once a day, and I lost 30 pounds. Girl, see, that's what I was telling my husband. I want to do the OMAD as well, 1 meal a day, and I don't think it's gonna be hard for me because I really don't eat a lot like that. And I always wait until like 12, 1 o'clock to eat. Anywhere between 11-ish and 1 is where I'm like, okay, I need to put something in my system. So I was trying to do it where I just did that and then I went and cut it back out again and then another 4 hours later. I mean, like later on do it again, like eat 1 meal midday between 11 and 1 and then come back again and then eat my next meal between 6 and 8 and then be done and just keep drinking mad lemon water. That's my goal. And I really want to go back to the gym. I really want. I mean, I think that the gym is my love. That's where I always was able to really spike whatever I needed to spike to get this weight off to do what I need to do. So I'm trying to go hard. I'm not trying to see them 40s with this body, okay? I'm not. So hold on. Let's see. It works. Yes, it does. Yeah, okay. TP is waving, girl. I don't want to get y'all seasick and stuff like that. Oh, I'm trying a little something. I ain't trying to get y'all seasick. Okay, hold on. It says I had to fast for blood work. I almost passed out. I know you told me. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Keisha, congratulations, DG said. And yes, girl, 30 pounds. What, girl? Yes, that is beautiful. I know some people that do it that way. TP, I got to be ready for these trips I'm taking this summer. Okay, I know that's right. You need to join us for the ladies' cruise to the Bahamas. That's what you need to do. Yes. So, all right, guys, we're gonna talk about the first situation, and we're gonna come away from this because I'm gonna read it right here. You don't need to lose no 80 pounds, April. Okay, so the person writes, hey, Dana, do you see that next to your name? Look what I did. Do you see it? I will email you for the information. Okay, no problem, sis. I got you. Make sure you do. Don't forget. Okay, so Dana, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I got you, Marcia, and TP. Because you guys talked about it before, and I just wanted to make sure if I'm not paying attention, any negativity or anything come through that's not cool, got to go, because we ain't doing that over here. Okay, so this is the first email that I want to start off with, and it was kind of tricky. I was talking to somebody about this earlier because I get a lot of emails, but I wanted to take on two tonight. I felt like it was a need to take on these two tonight. So it says, hey sis, hope all is well. I'm having second thoughts from allowing people in my headspace. I have dealt with my kid's father for 32 years off and on. So yes, I'm your age. My question is, am I wrong because after all these years, we were off and on? We moved together for 2.5 years. Everything was good at first. But me knowing him, I seen the bull crap starting. Forward to this summer that passed, I feel I wasted enough time. I'm not playing games. So I showed him the door. Now I have certain people in my life telling me that was wrong, the wrong thing for me to do. My thing is, I'm 47 and he's 50. If you don't have it together, if you don't have it together yet, I'm not wasting any more time or another minute. Our kids are grown, so why do I have to settle? I just feel I would rather be alone. I'd rather be lonely than unhappy. If I'm gonna be unhappy with a man, I can at least have peace in my life. That part was kind of confusing. So are you saying like you wouldn't mind being unhappy with him long as it was peaceful? That's what I wanted to know. But you don't need to respond. This is anonymous, but I would need to know that too. And then you said, I have people telling me you're going to be old and alone. Personally, I'm good. Would love a friend or two, but I'm just as fine by myself. Do you think I made the wrong choice? Sorry, this is so long. It's okay. Let's see if anybody's saying anything. Hold on. Thanks, ladies. Thanks, ladies. Okay, TP laugh while I yes. Good evening, sis and brother-in-law. Good evening, Anne Marie. Good evening. Okay, so that's the situation. And I'm going to let my husband talk about what he thinks about it first. And then I'm going to talk about it. And then we're just going to kind of go from there.
Well, what I'm actually taking from it is that she basically knows he's been together for that's a long time, on and off, 32 years. The kids are grown, so what is there like if they're not in love, if the love is not how it used to be, there's really no reason. The other thing would have been with them would have been the kids. Well, our kids aren't grown, so we're gonna stay for the kids. But now the kids are grown, so what do you guys have? Like I'm gonna sit up here, I'm not gonna lie. My wife asked me that question. She said, "Hey, if our kids get grown, what would we do? Like, will we still have the love that we had for each other and stay together, or are we staying? Because the kids now there's no kids, so what is it like? Why are we staying together? Is it the love, or truly love, or like before was it the kids?" So with that being said, 32 years, you basically know them. Y'all moved in. You see it starting again because it's a pattern with them. You seen it starting again. And I feel if you're unhappy, you have to move on because you're not gonna be happy because you already know what it's about from past times. And 32 years on and off, that's a long time. So you know the ins and out and like what he does, and you just know the whole situation. So, like I said, with that being said again, is that I don't think you're wrong. I think you, even if you're not with somebody, you still have your sanity, and you know you don't have to be unhappy no more. But listening to other people, they probably don't even have nobody. So that's negative stuff for them to say to you anyway. So, like I said, I don't feel that you're wrong. I feel like if you're unhappy and you already know the situation, like you probably be better off just moving on and being happy. Even if, like you say, even if it's not with somebody, you just know it's for yourself.
Okay. I understand that is a situation that you're looking at. Okay, 32 years. You can't get the 32 years back. You can't. So the longer that you continue, all you're doing is adding to the time. And is it worth it to just look back and say you had 32 years of wasted time with somebody who truly didn't love you or truly didn't give you what you needed to have? Apparently, because if it was off and on, it was pretty, I'm pretty sure it was off because things were off. You know what I'm saying? With you guys that made you feel like, okay, enough is enough. We need to, disassociate ourselves with each other. So, with that being said, I would say, yeah, we talk about that a lot. I'm like, well, a situation should always be great with or without, because usually when things are done the way God created it to be done, it's marriage before children. So that marriage, that bond, that relationship that was created is that, regardless of what happens after that. So if it's done that way, which a lot of times, life happens and it doesn't happen that way. So since it's done that way, it would be a situation where you were able to see this person, understand this person, and get an understanding of what he had to offer, what she had to offer. Is it worth it? And it was time before you decided to add children to it. You get what I'm saying? But if not, it's like, so, okay, we've been going through this. Now we have children. Do we just stay because we have children? Is it good to stay because the kids see what you're going through? The kids understand what you're going through. I've met people where they went through a lot, and then after the fact, they were like, their kids, they thought they were doing it to benefit their children. They thought it was a good thing to have their children be able to say, oh, we got both of our parents. But then in the long run, the kid was looking at that mom or that dad like, you're stupid. Like, why are you still there? Like, she doesn't love you, or he doesn't love you, or they're not treating you a certain way. And I'm not talking about grown kids. I'm talking about kids that are old enough to see the bad vibe, the bad energy, the bad communication, the no communication, and all of that. I'm talking about that. So, with that being said, it's like, okay, do you want to continue showing your kids something that's not cool? And then after a while, it becomes normal, and then they think it's okay. And now they're in the same situation, trying to struggle to make something work, trying to be in a relationship with somebody who's not treating them right, giving them what they deserve, or being who they thought that person could be. Do you want your children to grow up like that? Do you want your children to think that that is okay? You don't. Oh gosh, my insurance man calling. I'm about to call him
Or
again
it might have been somebody.
because I know I told him we switched accounts, so we want to do the new auto thing or whatever. But anyway, so in my opinion, I would say happiness over anything. Your happiness is over anything, and don't allow the years to overwhelm you and make you feel obligated to think that you have to stay. You have to be happy, because you got to realize a person cannot make you happy, but a person can make your life unhappy. You get it? And you don't get what I'm saying by that, because a lot of people don't get it because they feel like this person is not supposed to make me happy, but he's also not supposed to make my life more unhappy or make it less bearable. You get what I'm saying? So I come into your life as an extra added bonus because you should love yourself and you should want things for yourself regardless of if you with me or not. So I'm an extra bonus. So whether we stay together or not, my mentality, my mindset, and my characteristics, the way I am, should continue being the same because that's who I am. That's not created by him. And he's not created by me. But you don't want to be with somebody that you can't vibe with. And not vibing with is a person that you always have to argue with. You always have to keep repeating yourself to. You always have to keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. You get tired. And everybody get to a point where they're just like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do it no more. Do you want to get to that point? Or do you want to just say, you know what? I see that it's not what it's supposed to be. And at the end of the day, a person's going to do what they feel they want to do or what they feel is necessary or what they feel is a priority. And if you have to keep repeating that same thing to get this man to do or this woman to do what it is you want, then you basically got your answer. You got your answer and you know what you need to do. Forget what people think. You know why? Because at the end of the day, just like he said, a lot of them probably don't got nobody. Or if they do, they're in a situation that they really don't want you to know about. And that situation ain't cool. They just want to say that they have somebody and it's no substance, no nothing to it. You get what I'm saying? And so therefore there's just a placeholder just to say we're in a relationship. Oh, I got a man. Oh, I got a woman. You know what I'm saying? Just to say that. If you want to be happy and you know that the happiness that you desire is not there, is not there in your life, and y'all just not meshing well, that's when you know it's a vibe, it's a meshing. It's kind of like sometimes like when my period is getting ready to come on or things like that, he'll automatically have certain stuff that he know I like. You know what I'm saying? He'll automatically get certain stuff that he know I like. If he know I'm busy and I'm doing editing, I'm trying to get things prepared for other things I got going on right now, he'll step up and just do stuff. He don't say, "Hey, babe, you want me to cook?" Like he don't do that. He go in the kitchen and then y'all see it. I can be doing live and I can be doing my videos and the kids are with a plate because he's cooked. It's like y'all mesh well. You know where you stand in a relationship. He know where he stands in a relationship, and y'all are a team. When a team is playing together, that means you step in where you are needed. And you don't need to say, hey. So when they come tackle you, you want me to block them before so when they come, you don't need to do that. I know that they're against us. We're on the same team. And I know that if they come in and they coming this way and they're going to hit me before they hit him, you giving them some, I'm dodging that. I'm going to step in and do what I need to do to be not a peacemaker, make things easier in your life and vice versa. That's how the relationship should be. If that is not occurring, you're doing everything is all on you. You need to reevaluate that situation. That's not a real good situation for you to be in. And then, okay, 32 years, but let's say you wait till 40 years and then you're mad at yourself because you wasted so much time. You don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that. And your kids are grown. So that's a good thing. That's something that you don't have to feel guilty about. Okay, let's go back. Let's see what you guys are saying. I know they was talking. Oh, I'm sorry. Me and my husband. Okay. You know what to expect, and he feel like you ain't going nowhere. He also knows what to expect from you. Exactly. A lot of people get complacent. And it is a difference between being content and being complacent. That's when you just feel like this is what it is. Ain't nothing gonna change. I know, like you kind of know without a shadow of doubt, that's what it's gonna be. That's why I tell you, I said, I am a content person. I'm content with where I am and what God has given me at this moment because I have to be thankful for every level in life. If God decides for me to get a bigger home, a bigger place, and bigger things, if that is his desire for my life, then so be it. I'll walk into it and it'll just happen. But that's not something I'm saying, oh, I need to have this and I want to drive a Bentley. And that's not the desires of my heart. The desires of my heart are to be inspirational, motivational, and to give something, to have some substance that I can feed other people and help people in their life. Okay, so me and my husband been together for 36 years and married for almost 34 years. and all of our children is grown and we still going strong. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all love each other. The love is real before and after. And if so, it's going to continue because the kids are just an added bonus of life that it's a phase of being a parent that you have to go through, or being a parent in the home, because you're still gonna always be a parent even when they grow up. Hello, blessed and beyond. In the long run, it will hurt the kids seeing that they're not getting along. Exactly. I choose happiness over peace. Exactly, DG. That's what we have to realize. Happiness over everything. Anne Marie Jones, I'm watching live in Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it seems like people stay together for the kids, but what happens after the kids? Congrats on staying strong. Oh, she's saying congrats
Oh,
to you, Anne
rappers.
Marie.
Okay.
And yeah, what does happen after the kids? Y'all be in the house looking like this. I said I don't want to be in a situation after the kids gone. I'm like, and he like, you know what I'm saying? Irritate. What you want? What? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody got a gun to your head. Goodbye. You guys compliment each other, Camille and Christ. You know what?
That's
I'm
why I was
done.
laughing.
I'm done
That's
with
why I
you.
was laughing. I wasn't
That's the
laughing
one
at
that
what-
called me the glamorous thug, or the beautiful thug, or something. What she
I
said,
wasn't laughing at
aka
you. That's why I was
Meyer.
laughing.
All on the PMS preparations. My happiness is everything. Exactly, Keisha. Exactly. That's awesome. Your husband care for your needs. Girl, yes. Peace of mind is everything. Don't let people tell you about being lonely. Being alone is different from being lonely. That is true, because you can be in a relationship and be lonely. You can definitely be in a relationship and be lonely. And I don't desire to be in a relationship and be lonely. I want to be loved, and I want to be paid attention to. You get what I'm saying? It's not just affection. It's emotional, it's physical, it's mental. Relationship is a lot of things, and there are men that's able to fulfill that, and there are women that's able to fulfill that. If that person is not fulfilling that, you got to realize when the time is up. From being lonely, those people giving you advice don't have to put up with his mess. Exactly. And that's another thing. You remember when I told you that venting to certain people doesn't kind of make sense, because some people are not for you, and then some people will never be able to forgive your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever. You might get over it, but they still feel some type of way about something that they did. Try to vent to people who care about you genuinely and care about him,
Well,
because go
I'm
ahead.
sorry to cut you off, but you know who those people are. So when you want that person to be on your side, you know who to talk to.
Right.
When you want that person that you know gonna give it to you how it is, you know who that person is. So you don't even call that person. You want somebody to be on your side right now because you're mad. So you know who the person, like she said, you know who the person is. Like she said, somebody who genuinely likes your spouse and you. So they won't throw shots. They actually try to, gear the person into, well, did y'all do this or did y'all try this? So she don't bash either one of y'all. She don't really, they don't take sides or nothing like that. She's silly. They don't take sides or anything like that. They just hear you guys out and then try to come up with a solution to, so you guys can do better.
Exactly. Exactly. Because you want somebody to give sound advice to both of you. And yes, she is correct. You've done your 32 years and things haven't gotten better. Live the rest of your life making yourself happy. Exactly. I agree. I totally agree. And you know what? There's no age to finding love. There's no age to getting remarried. There's no age to none of that. There is somebody out there for everyone. And if you're not happy, you have to move on. You have to move on and learn to love you. Focus on you. Focus on you when you move on. And that way, when you love yourself so much, you won't accept no bull crap from nobody. You will not accept any bull crap from anybody, because it's like a lot of times when you have insecurities or you've been through so much, you try to question, do I deserve better? And you do. You do. And you won't accept nothing less than that. Okay, Hey y'all, I made it. About 2 thumbs up first. Good night, good people. Good night, good night, good night. Speak Mar. Oh, Coley, she said speak
All right,
Mar.
what's up?
Amen. Focus on you. Exactly. I really feel like that's the best thing to do because you don't want to set an example for your kids thinking that it's okay. And I'm saying kids for people who are going through this who have children in the home. Um, Thank God your kids are older, but have you ever talked to them? Talk to one of your children and ask them how they feel about the relationship. Ask them, do they feel that you should have left a long time ago? That'll be your answer. Because if a kid can see that something is not right, that's kind of a sad situation. So definitely focus on you. My sister and her ex-husband went through a nasty divorce after their child got grown. My sister was not happy at all in their marriage. Yeah, that's not good. I don't question it. I don't question if I deserve better. I just question, is there better? It is better. It is better. And a lot of times, better doesn't come until you so focused on yourself. A lot of times, when you want something like a relationship, you are actually you put that in the atmosphere. We know, and people might know that you just desire to be in a relationship so bad because you talk about it so much, but you're really not focusing on yourself. Because when you're focusing on yourself, you really don't have nothing else to focus on. You get what I'm saying? So once you start doing that, that's when they pop up. That's when it happens. Because like even the way we met, anyways, I had went through some situations just before him, and I was like, ew, no, I need to focus. And so one day I guess we'll share that. Did we? I don't think we shared that. Yeah, one day we'll share that. But I was just like focused. It was just like I was chilling, just chatting with people, didn't mind, conversation, and didn't mind, interacting with the males. But I wasn't thinking about relationship. I wasn't really too much focused on relationship. Tell the stripper story. The stripper story.
She put I'm joking, babe. She just right up
Oh,
in there. But remember you did say that
what?
stripper story, the little
What?
fake joint with the little what you said? We was in the car, you was talking to her.
And what I said?
When you was talking about what did you say? Oh, we was in the car, you was talking to
Okay,
April. You
well,
don't
think
remember that
about
joint?
it and remember so you could tell me.
Oh, I can't
So
think of it.
yeah, that's what I feel. I feel she needs to move on. I feel she needs to just be happy. You are breathing, girl. You are still here, 47. You are still young. You still got a lot to life ahead of you. You know what I mean? So let's just make the best out of what you have now. Ain't no woulda, coulda, shoulda. You cannot get those 32 years back. So we just gonna give you all positive vibes that you move forward in a way that is beneficial to your mental, your emotional, and everything to get you back on track to love yourself and fall in love with yourself until someone comes and scoop you off your feet and fall in love with you. So that's what I feel you should do. Anything else on that? No? Okay. So the next topic, guys, is I had to write it down. I do not know. It was a lot of back and forth. I wrote it down. I got the gist of the situation. So it said, what do I do when my teen children do not want me to be with the guy I'm dating? We do not live together, and I feel we could save so much money if we did, but I think it will be a disaster. They instantly get mad when he comes around. We have so much fun together, and he makes me feel so amazing, and I'm torn as to what to do. She wished that they would give him a chance. What you think about that?
Um, it's kind of well. This one is kind of hard because we don't know like was she alone for a period of time? Because I know when kids like when you're young and then you're growing in a teen and she never had anybody for that long. Now you're young and now you're a teen. It's like okay, now you're trying to bring somebody in the house, especially in a male perspective. Like okay, I've been head of the house, so I've been the man. Now you're trying to bring somebody in. I'm older now. Like you just don't accept stuff like that easy. So it's kind of hard. Which way this is actually being said. So
That's what we were
We
saying,
was
like
it's kind
it's
of
missing something for us to give a full input, like he said. How long were you and it was it just you and your children? Were they young and became teens? It's been years, and now here comes mommy wanting to get her groove back and trying to live and be happy and mingle with with men and enjoy life. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. So how long has it been? Now, not only how long has it been, but was it a situation that was crucial before this that made you be single for a while and not date before you met this guy, and they are traumatized by that? And what else did I say? And how old are your children?
yeah.
Like they're teens, but how old? Will they be out soon? Are they like 17, 16, 15, maybe be out off to college in a couple years? Like, how old are they? That's what we need to know. Now, according to all of what we said, we're going to talk about those things as well.
Yeah, like I said, like in a male point of view, it's kind of hard to see if your mom hasn't been dating or anything like that to see her start dating. Like you just don't, because you know how guys are and stuff. So you just already just in your mindset, he might be a good guy, but you already got in your mindset like, I don't want nobody messing with my mom. Like no, I don't care. You just already got it set. So it some way you have to get a guy a chance, but it's already set. Like you don't want to give him a chance to see how the person is. So what we actually was coming up with was like, what was it that
I
you said?
said, first off, how does he feel? See, that's another thing. How does he feel about it? Does it bother him that they're that way? Or does he understand because he's a male and probably experienced that with his mom or
That's
something
true
like
too.
that? Does it bother him that they feel that way? Or is he like, well, we'll take it slow and I won't intrude on that part of your life at this moment because they're not accepting of me. How does he feel about that? And then I said, so if he's okay with it, then I would give my kids an ultimatum. If they're teens, like say they're like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If they're teens and they're just being stubborn and they just want mommy to themselves and it really wasn't no crisis, maybe you did break up with their dad or whoever it was before this guy that you're dating, and you just been away from a man for a long time and they just want mommy all to themselves. Okay, I will give them an ultimatum. Listen, mommy loves you, but you cannot fulfill all mommy needs. And I still need to have that interaction with an adult in that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking sexual. I'm talking about the mental stimulation, just the conversation, just a way with another adult. And as a woman, yeah, you also need that. You know what I mean? Oh, that touch from a man, you're beautiful, and how was your day and all that. And men need that too. So with that being said, like, give them ultimatum. Hey, listen. Okay, now, Mr. Uncle, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, Mr. Johnny, haven't been coming here. I haven't been letting him come here and da 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 da. But he's about to come and start, having dinner every now and then, and he will come to visit if it's that situation. Because see, I didn't ask you that. Is he visiting? Does he come to the house and visit, or is it just when he come to pick you up and y'all go on your dates because you've been being more inclusive with just him and going away because you know how they feel? Like I need to know more. Maybe we could come back to this and give more feedback because it's so many things that's missing for me to give you my opinion. But I will say, if they're teens, and if it wasn't nothing really bad before them, it was just you broke up and it was just a long period of time and they love their mommy and they don't want to share their mommy, they needs to know that you're the mom and this is what's going down. And then I would implement slowly, Mr. Johnny, and not only slowly, but I'll also implement say for instance you got a couple kids and we talked about this. Say you got he said you have that alpha kid, that one that makes the decisions and all the other kids kind of follow and go and say, well, oh, well, us too. You know what I'm saying? we
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 don't like him.
we don't like him. We don't like him. A lot of times you need to penetrate that little circle. And so If it's something like a daughter, like say you got a daughter and she likes to do something, you can melt her little heart by having you and him and her go do something, just like, oh, it was just it just happened to, but y'all set it up. Something that she wanted to do or something that she liked. I'm just saying this is in a way for him to be able to interact. I'm not saying that you have to bribe them and use anything to get them to like him, because you grown, and if you know that he's not gonna harm them, and he's amazing to you, you have to do what you have to do, because a lot of people live for just their kids, and then when their kids are gone, yes, they do be in situations where their life is like, oh my gosh, how you know that wasn't the guy God had for you? And it ain't coming back around again. You just don't know. So I would say do that. My husband said, don't pick the alpha kid, the kid that makes all the decisions. Get the other ones. Because when you can get into them and then they all come and be like, well, he's pretty cool. Mr. Johnny is pretty cool. I liked him. He was talking to me about this, and he said this, and he gonna come to my game. And you get what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff in the air. But that was what I said. Go ahead, babe.
And it's like you have to, with kids, they really and girls, they really know. I don't know. It's something in that kids that know when somebody's genuine, and they just you can't really bribe them. You can give them stuff. They're like, yeah, he gave me this, but I still don't like him. Like he just doing it
Yeah.
just cause. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. I can get stuff, but they really genuinely know when it's somebody good or whatever, and you have to take the initiative to actually, maybe talk to the kids and maybe like you said, do something that they like, just to break the ice and continually just try to keep talking to them. You just can't stop because okay, you think they feel some type of way. You still have to keep after a while, then you may can like, well, I don't know if it's gonna work, but you have to keep trying because they not just gonna open up. Some may, but they might not just open up right away to you. So you have to break the ice. Then one day they might be like, well, he kept trying, so I think he might be okay. He gave me good advice, or something that you like, or y'all might have things in common, or maybe he can do it. If you're up to it, he probably can do a one-on-one with the kid without you.
Right.
It's different avenues. It's different avenues with that. So you have to keep trying, but the alpha is gonna be the hard one to break. Like even it's not just in that. Like I worked in a prison, and it's an alpha male, and once you take the alpha male from away from the other ones, you be like, oh my god, because he the one that's controlling everything, and they listening to him. So you try to separate the alpha, and then you may be able to go ahead and work with the other ones, and then they can come tell the alpha like, hey, like he really not that bad. Like I don't even
Right.
like you was lying to us, or
Right.
so we cool with it. So you can stay mad all
And
you
a lot
want.
of times it all comes from that person's perspective or that person's feelings that he pushed on everybody else. So not everybody feels this way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say keep dating him if you feel comfortable with the situation. Obviously, it bothers you, but I think it more so bothers you because they won't give him a chance. So find ways to implement him in your life with the children, especially because they're teens. They're not babies. So come on, these kids see so much on TV and in school and
They
stuff that
been
we don't
seen
even
that.
know
They
that they
they
see.
way
So
was way more advanced
it's
than we was
yeah, it's
growing up.
not like when we first met, my kids were so little and impressionable to the point where they would just have a memory of multiple men if I was that type of woman. You get what I'm saying? After a certain age, their memories are what they are, and they're gonna remember just what's going down and what's happening. Well, if you're not that type of woman, it ain't like you having men in and out the house. Let them come over. Let them come over for dinner. Have them over for dinner, and you know what's gonna happen? If your kids like to see you smile and they love the interaction with you and they like to see you happy, they're not going to continue being that way unless they're so stubborn. Feeling like their stubbornness is going to get a reaction or get the response that they want, they're going to change because they're going to see you smiling, see you happy and everything. They're going to be like, oh, well, mom really does like him. Mom really is feeling him. So that might be a way to change the way they feel about him. Okay, I see y'all talking. Hold on. Um, Sis, you and brother-in-law look so happy and beautiful. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Great answer, Mr. Robinson, in my Steve Harvey voice. You know what? As a female, would never looked at it like that. At looked at what like what? Because you know we talking and then we go back to the comments. Is she spending all her free time with him? Maybe she can spend time with them separately. That's exactly what we just said. Yes. And see, I don't know that neither. But the way it looked is it's just like they're dating. I don't know if she works from home. I don't know if she's an entrepreneur or anything like that. I will be emailing her to get more information so that way it can be more of a full set story and then we can say, okay, you know what I'm saying? So we'll table this one for a little bit later, but if you have anything to talk about this situation, we still can talk about it. Um, have the conversation because when kids start dating, you can't tell them nothing. So it's always about respect and talking to each other. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the truth. You can't tell them nothing, but they think they're gonna run your life and want you to be unhappy in your situation. But when they date, and you definitely can't tell them who they can pick and choose. They do what they want, even if you don't agree or don't like it or feel that they deserve better. And that's a good one. Right plan, follow it. That is a good one.
That is good. But
Yeah.
when you a kid, is you don't think like how you think now. You just like you don't want nobody to be with your mommy. Like I don't want nobody to be with my
Yeah.
mom. I don't want nobody to be with my dad, especially with a girl. Girl,
Yeah.
I don't. Who is she? Like where she think she just about to come and take? Because everything is going to you. Like
And then this person comes and then you got to share.
even with guys when they older, they really don't have. They have girlfriends, but not like somebody serious. Then when that serious one come, you have mothers that feel like you taking a son away from because they used to get guys get gifts to their mom like that's their girlfriend or
Yeah.
they woman or whatever.
That's the
And
woman in their life that they
yes.
love that gets everything from them.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. So you have some mothers who get mad when a woman comes in. And I was not like all attention's on her, and I was going to, and they be feeling some type of way. So they don't like that. And like I said, it's
But
hard.
here's something too, and we'll probably talk about this another time. I remember one point in our relationship when he talks about like the because he's the only child, and I'm gonna read these comments, guys. So don't think I'm ignoring them. Where he and his mom and I were kind of butting heads, and I was feeling some type of way about something. I don't remember what it was. And that right there, that response that he gave me made me see things differently as far as how he had my back. At that time, he was like, I said, well, what if she feels that I don't remember what it was. I can't remember. It was so long ago. He was like, well, if she don't like it, I don't know what to tell her. Then she just don't have to come around us because you're my wife. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, like wow. I never thought he would say something like that. Cause I'm like, he an only child. He would never probably think that. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be, but some men and women ain't trying to hear it when they come to their parents. But a lot of times those be the ones who relationship be all over the place because they allow their parents to intrude and make decisions according to their emotions and their feelings between them losing them a little bit on their relationship, and it's not cool. And so that made me look at things a lot different. It says, like you and Mar, your kids expected and loved him. It was mutual and he showed and proved what he was trying to be in your family, where he would fit in, even though your kids are. I think I missed what you're trying to say. I get what you're saying in the beginning. What you think she was saying?
Like even though I'm saying biologically is
Okay.
what she's saying,
Okay.
not you know, and the thing I think where me and Camille that I really liked about her was that how some women like they have men in and out their life. So they be like, what uncle is this?
Well, Uncle, right?
What
That's
uncle
what.
is this? Who is this time? And kids get attached when they like somebody because there are some guys who really are genuine, but they're not ready. They love kids and all that.
Play
Really
with
good
kids,
play
come
with kids,
over and be good
and
with your kids.
you be like, man, you be happy, and you be like, when such and such coming back, and y'all, it's not going on no more. So you like, I think Uncle Johnny's out of town. Like I think he moved out of town or something. But what
Right.
I liked about her is like she was like, well, you not gonna see the kids until I know it's gonna be something. It was like months. How many? Three,
It
four
was
months.
it was
Three,
about
four months before I ever
four
met the kids.
almost 4 months before I even let him meet them.
Hmm.
Yeah, cause I want to see that, we was seriously trying to be in a relationship type thing, and yeah, so
And a
yeah,
lot of women don't do that. They just be like, okay, well, they think it's gonna be something in the beginning, and what maybe a month is like, no, I don't want to be with
right.
them. So
That's
you
the
just
people that
got,
have a Facebook in a relationship, and then 3 weeks
yeah, you be
later,
like,
single.
yeah,
I'm an independent woman.
that's
Um,
crazy.
okay, so bam. Okay, Keisha, sounds like my kids, laugh out loud. You get to the other kids and the decision maker will come around. You have to keep him coming around. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Great, great, great. And I thank you for, saying being honest. Cause kids they don't play by their mama.
Mm-hmm.
We're young. They usually have pure hearts and can't filter what they want to say.
No, they don't,
That's
cause
true.
they can't sugarcoat nothing. They gonna say how they feel, and you be like, who? You be here paying. Girl, don't say that. You be
Right,
like, well,
right,
shit. They telling the truth. They telling how they feel. Like,
right.
as us as grown ups and
Yeah.
adults and stuff. We try
Listen,
to
remember
sugarcoat stuff.
Naya? Remember Naya, you nasty.
Oh yeah,
You remember That So Raven? And That So Raven used to say, "You
nasty.
nasty." So when Naya was like 2, it just was stuck in her head. So if somebody stank, if somebody looked nasty or anything, Naya would be in our arms or would be holding her or walking with her. She'd be like, and we'd be like, what? Nah, she'd be like, "You're nasty." And she'll just
That was
say
like
it.
she just
And
saying it
I'm
to
like,
him.
whoa, she won't be saying it to you, but she'll be like, "You're nasty."
Yeah.
And I'm like, Naya, who is that? And she'll be looking at the person and just be like, "You're nasty." And she'll be like, "Look at her fat booty," or something. Or she'll just say something. Or she'll be like, "Ew, look at they ugly feet." Or she'll just say whatever. If that's how she feel, Naya was saying it. And she was the type that would be like, "This man right here, you couldn't tell nobody that that wasn't his biological child because this girl was stuck." I remember when I had to go to academy for corrections, and everybody was, because I always talk about my girls. When you're a mom, you always talk about your kids. So in academy, ain't like my kids went there, so people was able to meet each other kids and stuff because we was graduating, getting our badges and all that. And so they were meeting Naya they was like, "Your mother talked so much about you." She was like, Naya was looking at them on her daddy leg, like literally around his leg, my husband's leg, looking like, "Just don't touch me." Like, don't, like, and she literally
Mm-hmm.
would do that. Naya was like, literally, I'm not exaggerating. She would look at you and watch every move and like that, and like you crazy. Like, we be like, "Stop, Naya." She be like, "They nasty." That was her word. We could not get her to stop saying it. She would say it in church. If somebody made her mad, like she would just say it. And I'm like, this little girl is too much. We'd be like, "Say hi." She'd be like, "Hi." And won't wave, won't do nothing. Yes, Dana, just a mess. I love how you both have those memories of the kids so young. Crazy. We've been through so much with these little girls. So much. Like, it is, and that's the thing, like, they grow so fast. They grow so freaking fast. And you want to make sure that when you have, what I'm saying, them in the house, you try to do as much, and I say it all the time, create as many memories as possible because they grow fast. So you could talk about it and laugh. I can talk about when we get grandkids, we could sit here and talk about their parents and how they were young and did crazy, foolish things, and the foolish things we did before them that they thought was new. Because, kids swear everything they do now is so new when there's nothing new under the sun. I wish I had footage of Naya say, girl, a mess. When I say a mess, she was a mess. Like, Naya. Sada was like more low key when she was young. Sada was a real low key little girl. She wasn't an extra. I guess because she was the first one, so she learned to play by herself and do things by herself. Naya was a little bit more extra. That's the one who pulled the whole chunk, like it was like a space this big. I remember I came home. We was on a date, and we came home, and my little brother, and his girlfriend was watching them for us. And he was like, wait, just I want to tell you what happened. Wait, because they know back then I was the type. Listen, cause see what you're not gonna do is that was me. So I came home and. He was like, sis, I was gonna call you, but I was waiting for you to come. But wait, like before you come in, wait, like and his girl was like, no, like it wasn't our fault. Like I promise you, it wasn't our fault. I was like, wait, it's my kids. So I'm like, what is going on? Talk to me. Wait, sis, calm down, wait, like we didn't even know it happened, sis. We didn't know how it happened, sis. Like I promise you, it wasn't our fault. We didn't even he was just, and we still don't know. And he looking like what? Like what happened? Like we both like what? Like what is going on? This little girl, my grandmother had bought them these Raggedy Ann dolls, big ones. And they had this yarn hair, the orange hair, whatever. And Naya somehow playing with the doll had a long barrette like ponytail, like it was like coming from here and just hanging. And it got attached inside the Raggedy Ann doll. Instead of Naya saying Uncle Meyer or going to his uncle to show him, Naya kept yanking. She came out yelling because it would come off and just yank. I'm talking, it was a French braid, a freaking French braid, like, and then it was into a twist with a barrette on it, hanging weight. Like, the child ripped the whole thing out her head, okay? The whole thing. I just was like,
it was still really, intact, Naya? With the barrette.
It was still on the barrette hanging, the braid, whole braid in the Raggedy Ann doll's head, first of all. Second of all, she did, what was it? She cut her hair off. She cut a whole French braid out her head. Like she came home in preschool.
That's when she was, yeah.
She came home in preschool. I was like, what in the teacher said she didn't know what happened. I think she said she didn't know what happened. She's not sure exactly what happened. And I was peed off like a whole French braid. Like, you know how you do your kids' hair in a mohawk style and then let it hang? A whole French braid was gone from Naya's hair. And we was like, what happened? Girl, not girl, but I don't know who's watching. Let me tell y'all how clever and how... I don't even know what words you would use because she was only 4 years old. She was like, okay, Mom, no. I think that when we were having nap time, I can't remember the little boy's name. She's like, I think Billy, I think that when we were having nap time, Billy went and got scissors and cut my hair. I really do. Because Billy's always touching the scissors. And if y'all think that I'm exaggerating, this is my hand, right hand, on everything I love. This little girl literally would talk very well and say, I think that Billy got the scissors when I was asleep. I was like, who is Billy? Oh, we going to the school because Billy ain't gonna be. Then it went from Billy, then it went to another story. Then, she had about 4 or 5 stories until I was just so frustrated. Like, what am I do with your hair now? Your hair, like you have a whole long patch from the end all the way to the middle of your head. And I still got that braid somewhere up in their baby stuff, both of them. So I gotta find it. So I'm like, oh, we calling the school. The teachers need to be more aware. How are y'all having nap time? And these little kids are getting up and walking around. I was upset. We both was upset. So my mom went and gave her the 3rd degree. And she ended up telling
this wasn't right away, though.
No, it wasn't right away. This was like
damn near almost like close to a year.
Oh, no, it wasn't that long.
It was some months, though. It wasn't right away. It was some months.
It wasn't right away, but my mom, I don't know what she did, but listen, she told my mom the truth, and she said she was trying to trim her hair, and it wasn't looking right, so she just kept cutting it and cut all the way up and cut. I was like, really, little girl? All this time you've been lying and you the one that cut your hair. I'm about to go to school and beat somebody down, tell the teacher off, tell them that she don't need the classroom because she is not monitoring her kids. These are only 4 years old, 4-year olds. There's no way that these kids should be able to do these things and nobody not see them. They're not being supervised. Oh, I went in. Guys, make sure you thumbs up the video. I see it's over 16 people in here and I got 9 thumbs up. So make sure you thumbs up. Yes, Naya ripped out a whole lemonade braid, okay? A whole braid. Drove all the way to South Carolina to bring his daughter back to college after Christmas. They don't make them like that no more. From South Carolina, Canada to South from South Canada to South Carolina. Oh, you talking about Mar? Yes, he did. He drove her all the way back to college. He sure did. I wish you had footage of that. Oh no, no, no. Okay. Yes. So it was a lot of things that they did that was really funny. And the way that they would hide and try to say they didn't do stuff. And yeah, kids, it's amazing because I was looking at my Instagram and I was going back over footage of when we were doing cookies. Says, did you and brother-in-law want any more children? No. Did you want more children?
You know somebody. You know a male always want a boy.
Yeah.
You know I always want a boy, but you know we evaluated everything and we just.
I get too
just
sick.
moved on.
Like my pregnancies are not fun at all. I just get extremely too sick, and I just feel like they just get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah,
And
they had you on bed rest.
yeah,
And when we had Rizzy, she was all baby. When really it wasn't no water, no nothing for real, for real. Like she was all baby, because they was telling us she was only gonna be between 7 and 8.
liars.
And when she went to have her, she was stuck at 9 for the longest. So you know they had to do the emergency C-section, whatever. And when they pulled Rizzy out, she was a straight butter. They was like, "Oh, this is why." She was like 9'11", head full of hair.
Big,
She was big. Like all you seen when she was pregnant, that was all Rizzy.
big.
So when she was contracting, she was squeezing Rizzy.
Y'all, this is the actual picture of when Naya pulled her hair out. Remember she had to wear them
in the
Afro
front,
puffs.
yeah, yeah.
That's the picture of when Naya pulled her head out. Oh
You can't
gosh.
really, it's blurry.
Yeah. It is blurry right there. She had the Afro puff in her. I'm just now turning my phone off of airplane mode,
No, you
so
can't
it's
see
going
it.
crazy. It's
No, you
going
can't.
crazy.
No, you can't really see it.
It's going crazy.
It just has something.
Yeah,
I
hold
have to
on one
post to
second. I'm
see.
trying to find. It's just like I love that I vlog. I mean, capture a lot of moments because I don't have that. I can't look back at things that I did when I was little in ways that my mom or my grandparents did stuff. I can't look back at stuff like that. I want to be able to share stuff with my grandkids, and I really don't have too much footage to share unless I'm sharing the footage of my children, you know what I'm saying, their parents or whatever. But yeah, it is a beautiful thing to have children, but it's costly. It is a lot of work, and I know that, look at this is crazy. And I know that I definitely don't want to be lacking or have my children lacking in anything. So, I felt like after that last pregnancy, it was a lot. It was a lot on my body. It was a lot on me mentally. It was just a lot altogether. And no, we don't need any more responsibility because kids are a lot of work. They are. It's like they're beautiful. It's beautiful to have a little cute baby and all that, but that baby grows up a lot of times, talk back and give you fuss and fuss with you and all of the above. Oh my gosh, y'all! Do y'all see all these notifications coming through? Can I silence that? Hold on, let me silence that. Yeah, duh. So yeah, with that being said, he did want a boy. He did want a boy, and it's not like we could choose. We can't choose. So it would be just our luck that we would have another girl. and that
That was the thing too.
when I tell them how I responded when we found out Rizzy was a girl, I think I
Started
talked about
crying.
it. I didn't want to leave the hospital. I
Cause
felt like
she wanted a boy too.
I did. I did.
She
Then I
wanted a
felt like
boy.
the
It
baby
was
that
like,
we lost.
matter of fact, it was when we seen the what you call it.
What, babe?
It was like her legs was open. We ain't seen no little wingding.
Yeah.
It was like it's a girl. You was like what? It's a what?
Right.
No. Well, we love her to death though.
Yeah. Yeah. She's an old lady. She a little old lady. She's a real um she just a genuine child that's just different. She's just different. This is when Rizzy first started her first day of school, and this was in kindergarten. Okay, okay, right? Yeah, because we did, it was kindergarten there. Yo, look at this. This is crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I wanted to share this with y'all, but apparently my phone wants to act stupid and just do stupid stuff like this. Like, nothing wants me to be great. That's what I'm noticing. Nothing wants me to be great. Oh, it shows our live. Why am I getting stuff? I'm so sorry. I just want y'all to see this real quick. This was the cutest thing. I was telling Rizzy, I said I was going through my phone and I found a picture of oh yeah, talk. Yeah, talk to us. I'm definitely gonna read whatever. Look, I can't even get those off of here. Oh my gosh. I be wanting to throw this phone. Like I really be wanting to throw this phone. Okay, let's see what they's talking about. Okay. I'm gonna send Amara up there in baggy jeans. Oh my gosh, no! How long did you guys know each other before you got married, and how long have you been together? We just hit our 13 years, our 13-year mark married. And Naya, my middle daughter, is 16, and we were talking since she was about 6 months. That's how long we knew each other.
She was.
We got married in 2005. Um,
Like two.
how
Like
long was
2
that?
years. I
About
think it was like 2 years or
not
close to.
even,
Not even
not even
close
because
to.
we moved to South Carolina, and then we got married, and right after that, we bought our first house together. And we literally was in South Carolina. It wasn't even 9 months that we had moved there. So it was pushing almost to like a year and a half, almost 2 years. But yeah, before we got married. And yeah, about a year and a half before we got married. Cause yeah, cause 9 is 16. And yep, 13 years. And hopefully many more to come. Hopefully.
Mm.
Um, yeah. Let's see. Not wingding. Y'all talk alike. Bunky. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Nah, we don't sugarcoat nothing. They know everything. I just said that.
Oh, what you say?
Oh, the
Look at my
wing thing when they
baby when
say open
she
up the.
look at when she started school. This is Rizzy. She had I put my little micros, human braids in her hair. It's not showing.
Yeah, it's kind of fuzzy. It's
It
kind of
is kind of fuzzy. Let's see. No, it just seemed like this was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It seems like this was yesterday. And she was such a good girl. She got her
mad.
little mat that they had to sleep on. She got her little mat ready. It's just looking at this stuff makes me smile, but it also makes me happy to know that I captured these memories and that we created so many different memories with them. That's what makes me smile. Because at the end of the day, you can't buy that. I don't care how much money you have. I was talking to somebody and they were saying something about people having money and how you can have as much money as you want. And I was telling them that, people with money can't buy everything that they need, but they can buy everything they want. And they was like, you just have no clue how many people that are wealthy and rich and miserable
Man, how much? A
and
lot of them.
miserable because money definitely has nothing to do with your life and how your life is going to be. It has
Matter,
nothing to do with it.
matter of fact, I was talking to my well, I know one person
Not
we
your
talked
life,
to.
how you
One
think
person
about
was
it.
talking to my homeboy, and like he used to get it, like he had mad though. So he like, what you having mad though, it's only so much you can do by yourself. So you like, well, I got money, so you want somebody to be with you to enjoy it with you. You can only enjoy so much money by yourself because it gets boring. Like you ain't got nobody there. You there all the time by yourself. You eating by yourself. You doing everything by yourself. That gets boring. You want somebody to interact with. Say, man, we had fun.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah,
said.
he was like, you want somebody
Yeah,
to enter. It's like, I got it, so I'm gonna bring you along with me. Like, I got you, because you want to share and have a memory with somebody. Still, you can do it
right.
yourself, but it's not the same. Like when you have with somebody, it don't even have to be a couple, just another person, and you have so much fun because y'all can do what y'all want. You got the money to do it, but you can
Hmm.
also do it by yourself. But it's not as fun when you do it by yourself.
She said, "Is that homeboy single? If you guys haven't met, would you date outside your race?" Okay, I would date. Well, see, when you say race, some people are real technical as far as saying grouping the Haitians is different from Jamaicans, from Cubans, from Dominicans, from Spain. You get what I'm saying? Any of those I just named, I would date. I wouldn't have a problem dating them. Can I see myself with a European person? I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't. I can say that I don't know if I would feel comfortable. I'm gonna be honest, but I can't say that I don't know if I can say never. But I don't think like if I have control over that, and why wouldn't I have control over it? Yeah, I don't think I would see myself with a European person. Maybe somebody mixed, but to be honest with you, I like chocolate men. I like chocolate men. I'm not a
I'm
I
brown
don't.
skin.
No, you dark skin. Remember that's what she said. I'm
I'm
light
brown.
skin.
No,
I'm
she
I'm
said,
brown
oh yeah,
skin.
that's what it was.
I'm brown. No, she didn't.
No,
No,
she
she
said it
just
was
said light
dark.
skin and dark skin.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
what it
both dark
was.
skin.
Yeah, we dark
Oh,
skin.
let's get on this too. Let's get on this.
She probably didn't even catch
I
that.
had
She
somebody
ain't
tell
catch
me
that.
it's only light skin and dark skin people in the world, and I said no, that's not true, because even though this light is flashing a certain way, my husband is a chocolate man. I'm a brown skin caramel color girl. I'm not light skinned, but I'm not dark skinned, and I'm not chocolate. You get what I'm saying? So there's levels to this, and there's like my aunt Nikki. Y'all know my aunt Nikki is high yellow. Like she's on the verge of, if you didn't know and didn't see her hair, she probably could pass for being a white woman. Like she's high yellow like that. Sorry, Aunt Nikki, if you're watching. Hope it wasn't offensive. All right, now what is the biggest misconception you think women have about men and their needs? Here we go again with this. Oh yes, I did. I caught it all. I think the biggest misconception that women have about men and their needs is that sex, that you got to be the bomb in bed is the need of a man. Um, that's something that can be taught. That's something that can change. So if you have to have that as a criteria and it's nothing that you're going to budge on, then you might have some sexual issues where you a nympho and you ain't got time to teach. You want them to come freaky deaky deaky, and that's what it is, and that's what you want. So be it. We all have a choice to accept and agree to or allow certain things in relationships. So it's okay. But I feel like a lot of women feel like all men want good head or freaking a freaky deaky woman. That's what I feel. Maybe that's just my thoughts. What do
It's
you feel that
it's
women feel like men have to have?
it's more than it's actually like when you young, you know what I'm saying? It's like okay, it may be the sex, but when you get old, you like, well, I can you can get sex. Sex is more to it than just sex. You want the all around thing. You want somebody who's gonna be there for you, be down for you, and what I'm saying, motivate you to do your best and stuff like that. So it's not really, yeah, good sex is a plus, but it's not really all about that, guys. Because they even tell you, like, well, I can get that from anywhere. Like, what else can you bring to the table? Or what else do you bring to the table besides that? You know,
Right.
it's all of the element cooking. He cook. He was like, ooh, she can cook too. She can throw down. He was like, ooh, a lot of guys love that.
Right.
They
She
don't
said
gotta
I'm a high
order
yellow.
out.
People think I'm Puerto Rican because I date a Mexican, and that's true. It's give and take. And remember when I said to you, "Is levels to this thing? Is levels to it." This message is held for review. Okay, okay.
Well,
It certain when like cursing and stuff like that. It's like I'll show it when I want to
oh,
show it, so that's fine. We grown. This grown up chat right here.
oh, you know what? I ain't even realized
You didn't
them
realize?
doing
Yeah,
some
that you can
questions
read
right
it from
there. I'm
here if you
still be
can't. You
trying to look.
still. So, long story short, we have a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of times our misconceptions are intertwined in our experiences, how we were raised, or what we hear a lot of or see a lot of in our life. So we get that misconception that this is what men want or this is what men need or whatever the case may be. But a relationship is not a relationship until you create the relationship. It may sound crazy, but here's what I'm saying. You're not perfect, I'm not perfect, and we want something in life and we're willing to budge. We're not being fidgety about what we want or being stuck on what we want or stubborn about what we want. So we're willing to budge. Like I've met people where we talked about, and we're not people we talked about where I talked to people who expressed that they may have been with somebody who didn't have experience in the bed or didn't have experience with cooking or didn't have experience with doing certain things because that's the life they lived and that's the experiences that they had. And I mean, go figure, nobody experiences are going to be the same. So they taught that person how to sex them or how to love them or make them feel good. And like even with us, like he be trying to front like he, you know what I'm saying, was a beast in the kitchen. He wasn't no beast in the kitchen.
I was.
You was not no beast in the
I
kitchen.
was.
You was. You was a beast in the kitchen.
I was a beast
See,
in the
this is
kitchen.
the stuff. These are the arguments that we have because people don't want to be honest about life. Now I'm gonna give him the fact that he is a beast with fried foods. He has become a beast with fried foods. He has become a beast with fried foods. He's amazing with fried foods. He literally
Listen,
said he was
I
a
knew.
beast in the kitchen.
Listen, I
You
knew how
know
to
what that
cook. I
means?
knew how to cook greens. I knew how to do beans. I know how to do like a lot of guys don't even know how to do that. My grandfather was a beast in the kitchen. Now I ain't gonna take it that far to that level, but he taught me a lot. So I
So
knew
why
how to
didn't you
lot to
cook
do
none of
that.
that stuff
Cook none of what?
for me?
I ain't cook beans and I ain't never cooked
Greens
no. I ain't never cooked beans or
or
nothing like that.
greens?
I ain't never cooked greens.
No, no,
I
no,
ain't never
no,
cooked
no. See,
beans.
you forgot what I said. He forgot what I said. I said you. I said nobody comes in anything perfect. People are taught things, and if you're willing to teach or show your spouse something, or you know what I'm saying, whoever you're with something, that's what makes the relationship better. So when we first was dating, the
Oh
first time
yeah.
I ever seen you cook a green was when we lived in the house we lived in before we moved here. I've never seen you cook a green before that.
I think I cook greens. I did. I have cooked greens. I cooked beans. I knew how to do a lot of stuff, but I didn't do a lot of stuff. Like when we first met, I knew how to
So
do a
you
lot
did
of
it or
cooking.
you didn't
What?
cook?
When we first no, I didn't do a lot of cooking when we first met. You was doing the cooking.
No, I'm talking about you did or you didn't cook beans. You
I
said
did
you
cook
knew how to
beans.
do a lot of stuff. You just didn't do it.
I did cook beans before.
You did.
Yeah. I cooked beans. I cooked all of them. Black eyed peas, pinto beans, great northern beans. I did all of those.
You have done those, yes, but he wasn't a beast in the kitchen when we first met.
No, I wasn't
That's what
cooking.
I'm talking
No, never.
about.
No, I'm talking about I
I
knew how to
said when
cook.
we met, I said he's come to become really good in the kitchen, and I'll give it to him. He's even a beast at fried foods. Like I hands down, I would rather you fry the food. I said, but you were not a beast in the kitchen when I met you.
No, I wasn't. No,
You said yes, I was.
no, I knew. But what I was implying by that is I knew how to do a lot of stuff, but I just never done it. I just had never done it with her because she did all the cooking, so I didn't have to really cook or whatever. But I knew how to do a lot of stuff. My granddad taught me how to do a lot of cooking and stuff, especially with like beans, greens, and stuff, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. But no, she did. She was the beast in the kitchen. Like when we first met, that was one. That was another one of the things. I'm like, man, I'm getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, man, like where they do that at? Like because a lot of women, I'm not. They don't know how to cook, or if they do cook, it's not good. So you can cook something like I said, like we were talking about earlier. You can cook chicken, but it might not be good. You just chicken.
Right.
Somebody
Right.
be you be like, oh, that's just chicken. Then you be like, ooh, who did this? What's in this? Like what's going
Right.
on? It's a difference.
Exactly. Exactly. So she said, he is now, takes work. Nope, don't sound crazy, sounds accurate. Yes, more than sex, just hold hands and etc. I feel you. I would let Camille gazillion cookies making, but cook too. You know what? So, um,
She was definitely a beast in the cat. I was like, yo, that joint used to have me open. I used to
pound
be
cakes,
rushing.
pecan pies.
Like that was another thing. Like pecan, I'm like, hey, she be like, man, you ever? I'm like, hell no, I want to. Cause when I bought one before, like I'm like, oh, it just tastes like ooh. And she was like, babe, I'm telling you. I'm like, man, whatever. Man, she made that joint. I was like, oh my. I was like, ooh. So I was even on her side when she be like, you ever? They be like, yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you. Like I wasn't big on pecan pie, but I'm telling you. And they take that first hit as like a drug. They be like, oh, can I? So she making a like, can I get one to go home? Can you make me one? Can I get another piece of that pecan pie? So yeah,
So
she was a beast.
Renell says sex should not be the first thing on the table for a man or a woman because you have to make love to the mind first by communicating, seeing what you have in common with that person. Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. Now we were talking about the misconceptions, but definitely if you can't mentally stimulate me, it's kind of like I get bored. Like I need mental stimulation. I need to have a conversation with you and not just one that I'm just the main one talking or the main one coming up with good topics or something to talk about. I need some real mental stimulation to the point where I just feel like no matter how old you get, no matter how old the relationship is or how far you into it, if we could sit here and I can just go like this and
Mm.
grab him and let your
Mm-hmm.
arm go and let your arm
Mm-hmm.
go. She play too much. And just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like in his face and just start wanting to do stuff because I'm just so close and then I'm just thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Just like just being off
Hey.
like, you know, just like you know what I'm
Strong
saying?
arm
Just
against it.
being like now
Why you
you're
got
gonna be
that?
having shiny lips, his lip gloss is popping. But just like being all over him and wanting to just I just want to touch you. Like it just makes me feel good or if we could just touch and just be all on each other.
I
It
don't
don't
know.
have to be sex. It
No, I
just
don't. You ever had somebody who can like they can just touch you and they don't even know they got that kind of effect on you, just do something to you. You just be like, ooh.
good
But they
night,
don't know.
Emery.
But they don't know that they do that to you. And just a simple touch. Like everybody can't do that. Like you can be with somebody else. Stop. Hey, stop. But
Watch the TV.
stop.
Babe,
But listen.
why you can't just pay attention?
Well, you know with the stimulation, babe.
Babe, hold on. I scratched you. Hold on. Babe, just focus. Just
No,
focus. Focus.
no.
I need you to focus. I need you to focus.
So it's like the big thing is actually the communication part of it, like especially in the beginning, because if you
I'm trying to
can't
see.
like you can't stimulate the person's mind in the beginning, like there's no need when you and you know when you having good conversation is when
Babe,
you
can I
never
rest my
wanna you
hand?
never want to get off the phone in the beginning, you know, y'all just be like, man, you gonna hang up?
I
You gonna
mess with him
hang
all the
up?
time. We be in public and I'll touch his penis.
Hey.
Like, babe, we grown. Stop. I be touching his penis. I just take my finger and just rub it down his penis. I just be doing crazy stuff like that. But anywho, yes, cause I can touch his arm. Hey now, yeah, exactly. You so mad. You a mess. But what?
No, I was looking at it right here.
I just do stuff. Um, cause it's the fun stuff. It's the stuff that make you smile. The stuff that make you remember stuff. You have to keep it spicy. You have to try to keep it to the point where you just miss one another. Like even though he could get on my nerves, and I know I get on his nerves, a lot, because that's just life. Because we two different people. Um, like when he go or when he not around, I miss him. Or if he goes, like when he took Sada back and forth to South Carolina, I'm like, what you doing? Where you at? You know what I'm saying?
I
I
was
miss
only
him.
gone for like 2 days. Right.
So what you saying?
Like 2 days.
I wasn't supposed to miss you?
No, I ain't say that. I'm just saying though.
Yes, Dana and Keisha, that is true. When I was in my 20s, I asked, what can you do for me that my daddy can't do but give me a baby and they will walk away from me? I wouldn't play. Exactly. Exactly. And that's another thing. I always say to him, like, you're supposed to be doing for me what you want your daughters to see in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to be doing for him what I want them to see, how they should be treating their men in the relationship, and vice versa. But it's so much more important the way he treats me in front of them, because they're going to be looking for a man. We don't really have a son. We don't really have, like, it's a fake half, a little bit of son. We don't have a son, so it's a little different. So they're seeing his interaction with me. It's time to plug it up. They're seeing his interaction with me in the way that he, treats me and makes me feel, and if he makes me smile and all those things, that's what they're seeing. So that's what's going to be important to them when they are out there looking, because like I told them, you want to be like, oh, my daddy did that, my daddy took me there, my daddy already did such and such, so you're not impressing me because my dad did that already. So what you're doing is extra, because it's already been done, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, any more questions for us? Did I miss something? Oh, okay, wait. Okay, we did. We got that. Yeah, so that's kind of how we roll, and that's how we do. And we try to, sometimes we do fall off from having date nights like we supposed to. Like it's due for us to do one, or our own little getaway from the children. It's time for that. You must make time for yourself. You must make time for togetherness with your loved one, your mate, partner, spouse, fiance, whatever you have. And then, like I said, you always want to make time, family time, away from life. And then you also want to have one-on-one time. So sometimes he'll do stuff with Naya, he'll do stuff with Rizzy, I'll do stuff with Naya, I'll do stuff with Rizzy, or we'll just do something with Rizzy, or we'll just do something, and stuff like that. It's like all the demographics of our house has to be separated in order for everybody to be fulfilled emotionally, physically, and mentally. So that's what we try to do over here, is do that. And it doesn't take a lot, doesn't take a lot of money. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It's just something you say, this is what I'm going to do, and then you do it.
Groupon.
Couples restaurant. Yes, I literally did one. We recorded one. It was months ago. I forgot to put it on. We went to the steakhouse. I talked about it before, and how we didn't hardly pay nothing but like $18 for both of us to eat. And it was actually good. That burger, and then I had steak, no, we both had burgers, some good burgers. Oh my gosh, it was
That
some
joint's
real.
expensive.
It was expensive, but the quality of the meat was just amazing, and it was on
Because
Groupon.
even that,
Yeah, it was on Groupon. And it was a nice little.
Yeah.
I recorded it. I just didn't edit, and that was months ago. It's so much footage that I be wanting to share, but I still haven't shared that. That was long, about 4 or 5 months ago, or more.
Yeah, that was a minute.
Or
That was
more.
a minute
Do y'all
ago.
do pranks on each other? Nah.
No,
We
not
did
really.
those little pranks on Rizzy's channel. Um, I just want this to be more so of I don't know. We've been talking about just implementing more of this because a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people don't really talk about certain things. Like if you guys have questions for us about our relationship, how we handle certain things, instead of us just doing this, I would want to be giving something and you know what I'm saying? Having some substance as far as answering your questions or like Vernell and a couple of you already asked some questions. I don't mind. We want to be as transparent as we feel fit and comfortable to share. I mean, because we got to have things, some private things, our own. But yeah, just little stuff like, the kinky stuff I do, I don't mind sharing that because I'm just being me, and it's stuff that make him laugh, and he cheese like a little boy when I start trying to mess with him. I didn't mean for YouTube. Oh, you didn't mean for YouTube? Oh yeah, I mess with him. I do stuff. Yeah, I do stuff. Yeah, I do. I do, and he does stuff to me as well. She's saying like pranking each other, messing with each other, doing stuff that yeah, like not on YouTube. Yeah, we still try to have fun. We still like, for instance, he was in the shower last night. And he was turned around and he didn't know I was in there. So I creeped in there and I was just sitting on the toilet like this. It's the glass door.
I was in there
So
singing.
he was in there singing all in his little zone with his little old fashioned music. And I came and just sat on the toilet and I was like, and he was like, "Oh, babe," like just silly stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just silly stuff. We do what you was gonna say. We do try to do stuff to keep each other happy and making each other laugh. Yep, that's what I meant. Yeah, we do silly stuff. I creeped in there. He didn't even hear the door open. He didn't hear nothing. I was just sitting on the toilet looking. He's like, "Oh shoot, man." I was just sitting right there chilling. Then sometimes like he'll come down here and watch TV and be sitting in his little chair and he be knocked out and I'll be in his face like, or I'll blow, so he'll wake up. He'll be like, "Oh, oh," like an old man. Like, "Oh, oh." It'd be so funny, looking like Momo. Who that? Oh, girl, I know. I talked about that. What, like last week was it? I put it on my page, that Momo thing, that challenge, that scary thing that they said the kids
they
trying to.
be.
Yeah, it's
They
trying
said
to
it's
get
fake,
kids
though.
to do.
Like,
It's fake, but
why
it's
are
real.
they still trying? I know. Why are they trying to do that crap?
Well, it's kids, little kids. That's how people is letting these little kids that's 4 and 5 get on YouTube and iPads and stuff like that. And if they don't know, it's like supposedly it'll coerce the kid into doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait till your mommy goes to sleep. Go get a knife. Cut your arm. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it's crazy. But I thank God for Rizzy being smart. She's like, "Oh, mommy, no, I deleted this and I deleted that and I blocked this and I blocked that. I don't get on." Thank God.
She mad advanced. Like she
really
been like
is.
that too.
She really
She
is.
mad advanced. Like.
But yep, so that was our chat, king and queen chat, relationship issue chat of the day of tonight. We're gonna see how often we do this and what's feasible for us and how we're gonna implement that. Ladies, I will be doing a live talking some girl talk about the girl toys and stuff like that. If your kid that stupid, they shouldn't have a device. Well, it's not considered stupid because all kids mature differently, and a lot of kids are what is the word? Sheltered from a lot of things. So they don't know when they're being manipulated, or they don't know when they're being coerced into something that's not good for them. So I wouldn't call them stupid. I would just say even grown people still do stupid stuff. I would consider to be stupid for a grown up because I feel like as a grown up, it's certain stuff you should know, but some people don't. Why? It's according to how they were raised, their experiences, and the type of people around them that's coaching them
You
to
think
do
they
better.
should know, but they don't know because they never experienced it before. So
Right.
it's
Hello,
something that you
hello
experienced,
from
but
Philadelphia. How are you?
it's something that you experienced, but they may have not experienced it.
Right. Good night. This was nice. Brother-in-law has to come back. He's awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it again. We definitely gonna do it again. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And like I said, I will be getting back to you about the relationship with the guy that your kids don't like, because I just have some questions, and I want to ask those so that way I can bring this back to the table again and we could talk about it. And for those of you who've already emailed me, I am not ignoring you. I'm going to take them as I can, and make them into a video like this. If it's a live that you want, it might take a little bit longer because I don't do these particular lives every week like that. But I'm gonna try to fit them in. But for those of you who did not mind having a regular video where I just spoke about how I felt about certain situations and how to deal with certain situations, those videos will be coming up. I think I'm gonna be loading another one this week and then some next week. I have like over 10 videos waiting for this channel on great things and great topics to inspire you, motivate you to transform your mindset to do better. So if you guys are loving that, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys thumbs up this video.
Thank you.
Yes. And that TP is a moderator. So babe, that's like a person who come in, and if she sees something that's not right, or people, did I tell you that already?
Nah,
I wasn't
know
sure.
what that is, so.
Okay, I didn't know. My bad. So I know
I know what that is.
I know what that is. But yeah, so make sure you share this channel, and remember, we will always alert you ahead of time when we're gonna do a live. We'll definitely alert you. Good night. I enjoyed. Come again, brother-in-law. He said, okay, he will, he will. How you guys start talking to your girls about relationships since they're at the age now? And dad, do you take your daughters on dates to show them how a man's supposed to treat them when they get in love? In one. I enjoyed this. Good night.
I took them out even when they was younger. I took them out, but I always actually tell them the truth. I told them, like, when daddy was growing up, daddy was a dirtbag. Like, I didn't care. Like, I didn't have feelings, so I really didn't care about girls' feelings and stuff like that. And I tell them, like, I don't sugarcoat anything, so they know straight from the jump. Hey, boy, gonna tell you whatever he want to tell you to make you feel a certain way. But I'm like, that's all that they're doing. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do and you're not ready to do. If he like you, he's gonna wait. And that's what they want you to do. That's a lot. I tell them that's what a lot of guys be wanting anyway. But a lot of girls just fall into it and get talked into it or whatever. Because I know when I was growing up, the girls wanted, like, they be like no, and they meant no. Like, no, it's not going down. And that made you want them even more just because they like no. You like, well, I know I can get it over here, but she's telling me no, so I don't. This is easy over here, but this one I'm gonna have to work. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't easy, and those are the ones that the guys actually want. They don't want any. So they were like, you be thinking, well, dang, if I got it like that, as a young person, like, I got it that easy. Maybe I don't know somebody else pretty, but it may have not been like that. But that's how the mindset is when you're young. Like, so what?
No, we're brushing. What is it? Was the Chicago from Poetic Justice? They always brushing.
He ain't even had no waves.
No,
he had a bald fade. Like, what are you brushing? Brushing your bald head.
Yeah, too freaking funny. So what I'm gonna do is like I said, our next live, we will let you know when that will be. And ladies, I will let you know when my live is going to be, because we had a good time in that last live for the ladies. So we will be doing that because I want to share some goodies with you guys. So yeah, I thank you guys for joining us. I thank you so much for being a part of this live. We've been on here for an hour and might as well say 40 minutes. And this was a good live. I love the interaction. Please, please, please share this channel. I also have a Facebook page called The CPR Vibe and an Instagram called The CPR Vibe. So go check your girl out in those places. And you can email me at thecprvibe@gmail.com if you have any questions, concerns, or you have a topic or issue that you want to talk about and hear everyone's feedback on it, including ours. So later, y'all. We will see you guys in the next live. And y'all know I wait a few seconds because people like to say bye before I get off. I'll be getting off so fast, and I see people saying stuff. So you guys have a good night. A good night. Good night. Good night. It's only 9:30 too. Cool. cool beans. Good night, good night, good night, good night. What you said?
Oh, you saying when you be on, it be like to like 12 o'clock at night.
No, it don't.
Be on
No,
for
it
like
don't.
5 hours.
Good night,
Good
TP.
night.
Good night, Dana. Good night, loving my babies forever. Good night, Keisha. I appreciate you, ladies. Don't forget the thumbs up before you leave, please. We do 12 o'clock. I know we do. Y'all be wanting me to get off. Y'all be wanting me to get off. What somebody said, it's like a boyfriend. You be on the phone like, no, you hang up.
That's what I'm
No, you hang
saying.
up.
Like,
No, you
nah.
hang up first. No,
You
I hang
straight
up.
sleep. I hear you breathing.
Right. We used to do that. It's funny because we used to do that a lot. We used to do that a lot too. I'd be like, you sleep? Nah, I ain't sleep. Yes, you was. You were just snoring. I heard you snoring.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Before we leave, I'm gonna tell you one thing we used to do. She used to do the little collect call thing, and she would say a certain phrase to let me know to call. She would say something. I'd be like, oh, okay, we had made that up.
Yeah, so
You
so
remember
I
that?
can call you to let him
Yeah.
know to call me.
Yeah.
Because at that time we didn't have unlimited long distance
Yeah.
anywhere. It was like still you had to pay from one city to another
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
So I used to be like, collect call. Now I don't know what was our little phrase.
I forgot what it was. It was something stupid. Like, nah, I got the wrong. Or it was something, but I know I hear your voice and I know it's you.
Yeah.
So that.
Because you know back then they used to let you say you have a collect call from me, you'll say Camille or whatever. So I would say something and then he'll just be like, okay, I know the call. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
I
we used
don't
to
know.
do stuff like
I'd be
that.
like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, who was that?
Because we had minutes on our phone. You be like, oh, we ain't using up our minutes. I ain't going to call. And then your answer machine pick up
I
and mess
just
up my
remembered
minutes.
that.
Yeah. Had a baby. You had a baby? Was just typing that. Then you said it. Laugh aloud. Had a baby. It's a boy. What? We had a baby. It's a boy.
Oh!
The
Did you hear
commercial.
the
The commercial.
I was like,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yes. Okay. I'm like, wait, what did you have,
like,
baby?
huh?
You had a baby that fast on the line?
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
got you. Yes, we used to do that to make them call back. Like, now you ain't got to do all that. You do not have to do all of that. It was crazy. But all right, guys, I couldn't see because I was typing. Y'all, I'm in love with these magnetic lashes. Y'all playing. Y'all better get y'all some. Y'all better get y'all some. And he like them, don't you, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he like them. And they not too much. That's why I like them. All right, because y'all know me. I like to talk. Goodbye. See y'all. You got yours? You got yours? Have you used them and put them on yet? I couldn't see. Okay. See, it be so
Then
delayed.
she see the.
Didn't try them yet.
You told her what she
Yes.
need to do.
Yeah, she seen the tutorial.
She seen
She said she gonna use the tutorial. All right, girl. Make sure you send me a picture once you try them on. Make sure you send me a picture. But girl, these things is popping. Yes, God, I like them. I like them a lot. When you guys have a disagreement, how do you handle it? And do you guys go to bed mad or do you solve it before you go to bed? To be honest with you, we need to do better. We do. I'm not even gonna sit here in front because we're not perfect. We have went to bed several times angry. I am more of the person that will forgive first than he is. He's very stubborn. He's very stubborn. Even if it is not my fault, is my fault, I'm always the one to forgive first because I hate tension and I hate negative energy in my house and it kind of makes me feel sick and like feel a certain type of way. And so even if I feel like I deserve an apology or whatever, I'll just get over it and just say what I need to say to stop the tension because I can't stand tension. Saw that new show, God friended me. Oh wow.
Well, it plays a lot on like.
You want to table that for next time? Because we might have to go into this one if we do.
Yeah.
Because we didn't eat dinner, y'all. We literally, the kids ate dinner and our food is like my meatloaf and gravy. I'm going to have to heat up everything and rice and stuff. We didn't eat dinner. Not trying to be funny or anything. So wait, you know I will still loving my products. Yay! And me and my boys call it Mommy Special Sauce. Laugh it out. Laugh it out. Use it on everything the shea butter one. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to go eat. Dana said go eat. I'm going to go eat. I'm getting off of here. We're going to go eat because we have to have our time because the kids are in the bed now. So we're going to go eat. And we love you guys once again. And I'm glad that you guys are enjoying him. And I will table that because these comments stay here. I'm going to write that down. So that's going to be a part of our next live when we do talk. And ladies, don't forget to get those questions out. So in case you have any, just if you have my phone, text. If you need to email me, comment below, whatever, if it's something you want us to talk about next time. All right? So that way we can be prepared and we won't miss your question. But we have to go.
Yeah, that'll be one of the things that we talk about. You know, we're not gonna just let that, you know, go and ride off for him, but that'll be one of the things that we're talking about.
Okay. All right, guys. Later. Wait. So here's the deal. Margot in the fridge and get some
She made
of
it
the
all.
cookie dough, bake and cookies off of Camille one. Do a cookie monster cookie.
She made them all.
Get out of here. We got cookies in the cookie thing over there. We're going to eat some of them in a little
She
bit.
talking about when you made some last time. And we had different things. You
Oh,
had to
yeah,
set up
different
where
cup.
you can just go, I can just go in there and just make
No,
y'all
we
some.
ain't make them like that. I'm trying to get my life together. I need to lose about 400 pounds. So yeah, like real quick, not 400. I'm being funny and I'm sorry. I don't want to say that because if people are heavier, that would be not cool. But I do
right.
need to lose weight.
Okay,
All right,
we
y'all.
about to- yeah,
All right. Because y'all
April
know.
don't want to let us go.
April don't never.